Welcome back. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and joining us now via Zoom is Stacey Nash, the Senior Vice President and General Manager at USAA in San Antonio.
Yes.
We just found out. Great to see you so much. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So I'm curious, what is the, we all are tech savvy now. We're all on our computers. We pay bills on our computers. Everything is cyber these days. Tell us about the importance of Cybersecurity Awareness Month and what you hope to accomplish.
Absolutely. So Cybersecurity Awareness Month, just for background, was created in 2004 by Congress. The goal ultimately was to empower individuals to recognize cyber threats and become safer and more secure online.
All right. Well, they're coming up with new scams all the time. It's like you can get used to the ones that are coming in and you know what to look for, but there are new scams. What are some of the newest things that you're seeing?
Well, I can tell you scams are evolving all the time and they're coming fast and furious at consumers. One of the biggest scams that we've seen in the last 6 to 12 months is focused on imposter scam. We call it the imposter scam in the industry. Somebody's texting or calling people posing to be somebody that they're not. And the number one goal is they're trying to get banking information, one-time codes, passwords, login credentials. Bottom line, your bank will never call you and ask you for that information.
Right.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
True. And here's the thing. I do think that they target the elderly community. Do you think that's true?
Yes, I do. I would tell you that from a community perspective, there are certain groups that are targeted more than others. And unfortunately, the fraudsters go after those groups and they target them fast and furious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can totally clean out your bank account if you make the wrong move or you give them the wrong information.
Ultimately, the best thing to do is if you think you've been victimized is contact your bank immediately. Sooner rather than later is always the option. And I'd much rather talk to somebody before something happens. We always say if you get a call or a text or an email and it doesn't feel right, call your bank immediately. I'd rather talk to somebody right away before and do everything we can to protect them.
Yeah. Are there any more important security steps people can take, to help prevent from being a victim? Like you said, stop it before it happens.
Absolutely. So a couple things. What I would say is make sure you've got alerts set up on your banking information. Make sure you're vigilant. And what I mean by alerts is if anything happens on your account, in your bank account, for example, you get an alert, you get a text message, you get an email. Make sure you use multi-factor authentication. Gone are the days where you can rely on just a simple password. Those things are out there and they can be compromised. And the last thing I would just say is don't be afraid to reach out to friends and family. I say to my parents all the time, if anybody calls you and it doesn't feel right, call me before you do anything.
Yeah, that's a great idea. But some elderly folks don't have anyone to call, but that is great to rely on family. One thing is if you can also hire a company that would look out after some of your important information. I have one that I've hired because, and I know they don't catch everything, but that gives me a sense of security.
Absolutely. I think too. And I mean, you can call your bank. I can tell you, I know all of in the industry right now, our number one goal is doing everything we can to try and protect. We have people 24/7 who if something happens and it doesn't feel right, don't be afraid to call your bank. We want to be able to help people protect themselves.
Is this, I'm curious about the schemes and attacks that people are doing. Is it mainly through email? Is it through text message? What's the most common way people are trying to scam you now these days? Should I be looking out for everything?
Candidly, I watch for everything. I get more text messages recently. I got 2 yesterday saying that one of my accounts had expired with a certain payment provider. I don't even have that payment provider. So anytime I get a text message, I'm suspicious. Anytime I get a phone call, I got a phone call the other day that said they were calling about my MasterCard. And when I asked them which MasterCard, they couldn't answer the question.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't you love that? I got a text the other day talking about some package, whatever, that I hadn't ordered and that kind of thing. I don't know what they're looking for, but if it doesn't feel right, like I'm not even with that bank. I don't have that credit card, whatever. I haven't ordered something. Those are things to look for.
Absolutely. I would say anything. One of the things that we've also heard recently more and more is you get a pop-up on your computer that says your computer has been infected by malware. Call this number right away. That's fraud too. Don't do it. Call your bank or call somebody. You can go to some of the, some of those companies that actually help with malware to make sure your computer's safe. Don't call the number.
Stacey, if people want more information, is there a website people can go to just to learn more about Cyber Security Awareness Month?
Absolutely. Your viewers can go to www.usaa.com/cyber.
Perfect.
Thanks so much. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
We appreciate you so much. Have a great day, and hopefully this helped a lot of people out there.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be back right after this.
It's scary. I get emails and
It is
texts all the
scary,
time.
yeah.
I just don't click on anything.
Yeah.